Charleston White makes a quote unquote compelling argument why he believes. That's what it said in the topics, by the way. Flacco, are you responsible for this? Flacco. Flacco said Charleston White makes a compelling argument about why he believes David is innocent.
Oh shit, man! I know he about to say some crazy. Yeah, because I'm telling you,
he didn't do it.
Out of here, all the evidence that's out there.
When they gonna let a stay out this long and they got a little bit of evidence? They didn't arrest nigga with way less evidence. You know, they'll put him in jail just to put a hole on him.
A dead body found in your car?
Listen, hold on. If they find a dead body in me and your car, and this is our car, do you think they'll let me and you stay out like long? So think about this. If they got all this information on him dating a minor, an underage kid, and she look like a white girl, mixed girl, what they let just stay free like this? We already claim about injustices. You don't think, like we see in all the first 48 in crime units victims, they would find some kind of reason to hold him and keep him, make sure he don't do nothing to flee?
We always do.
They're not no arrest.
Yeah. What you think about that?
They got all this evidence to point to say he did it. He done sliced the body up because the body was butchered. So that means somewhere there's a location where there's been blood, where they put cut the lights. They got all this, no arrest.
Yeah.
Y'all really think he done this and everything points at him? That's why you can't go with this. If everything points at him, why hadn't they made no arrest when we see them get arrested with less evidence? With less evidence, circumstantial evidence, they go to trial with. So they got all this physical evidence in his car, his girlfriend.
You do got a point.
He's a come
Why
on.
Is he still free?
David
did it.
We've already
David did it.
But we literally already acknowledged this. I think the main thing he's like, and Charleston White, he's smart. He's a clickbaiter. He knows he's gonna say some to get the attention. But really, what's the real message here? Why is David not arrested?
Why is David not arrested? I was saying that last
I've been saying this since we first started.
So this is what I
covering it,
think. First of all, I think they don't want to mess up the investigation. I think there's more deeper than the things that we can see surface level. But also, I seen a video yesterday on TikTok, and I didn't know there were two Celeste in David's life. There were two of them.
Yes.
There was one named Hernandez and one named Herrera.
Well, Rivas.
True.
Or was it Rivas? Yeah, Rivas.
Rivas is the.
And so.
And they were lookalikes.
Well, one of them don't really look alike. One looks like more Asian or Filipino, and then one looks like she's Mexican and black.
Significantly older.
Yeah. Who people are saying that they think
it's
they had like a second Celeste to cover up.
Yeah, exactly.
But
the older
this
one
one
supposed
was
to have been the second
in his
Celeste.
back seat.
Hold on.
This one was in his trunk.
But this one, the one in that song, he said that she had a tattoo of his name on her chest. The young girl didn't have that.
But didn't they say the minor and him had matching tattoos?
They had matching tattoos. But now the thing about the tattoo is that is something that's popular in the community.
In thought culture.
I think it came up from Rihanna. Yeah, Rihanna.
Yeah, that's
so it's like something that people are doing. Now I'm not. Hold on, bro. Hold on. But I'm not gonna say like that's a way out for them because obviously we seen them two with each other. We seen them communicate with each other. But there is two Celeste, so that does make it like a complicated situation now. Yeah. It's like who are you singing to when you make this song?
But do it make it more.
So what the going on? Excuse me, I'm gonna cut you off. So what the is going on with them talking about? They trying to decode these lyrics. Talking about his fans is decoding the lyrics he's talking about. They talking about like some of this that's been happening and people been following up on. They talking about they decoding the lyrics and he's singing about.
Personally, I think bro is guilty, but I do think that that's what's stopping the law from going forward because it is kind of like a confusing situation.
Like they already got their man, so they don't need to go pick him up because he can't leave the country right now and stuff like that. They probably waiting for him to flinch if that's the case.
But this one was in his trunk.
Okay, so a couple, but he was,
and yeah, that is.
So
crazy.
Here's the thing. That's why
I think he's guilty.
No. Clearly, he's not acting alone. All right, that's obvious because he was out of town. You feel me? When the car got impounded,
but it's his car.
Okay, but that's not the point. We know this piece of shit is guilty. They know this piece of shit is guilty. He's going down. Who else is guilty? You feel me? They building a case. Y'all ain't never watched SVU and shit,
okay, peep this though.
They let breathe out there. Do you feel me? On top of that, you feel me? The fact that he has a whole other Celeste, you could like. Now, does that create ambiguity? Perhaps, yes. But was that done deliberately to create the ambiguity? Did he go out of his way to find another Celeste? You feel what I'm saying?
So I seen.
You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
That makes him even more sociopathic than if that's true.
First of all, I think he's guilty. But I seen like a couple of videos. Like, for example, the one where it looked like they were at an arcade and the girl had glasses and two braids.
That's the older.
That's the older one. But I first thought that was the younger one.
Correct.
And then when I looked at it again, I'm like, oh, that's not her because her hair ain't curly.
No, you're right.
But then I do see videos of a curly haired girl going to his backstage. So there's
that
no.
One looks like the younger.
Yeah, that's the young. So there's like no doubt in my mind that they had a connection.
Wait.
No,
Keep
for,
this,
for,
though.
for sure. I ain't gonna say for sure. Let me get the out of saying for sure because this is social media thing. But they had the little girl teacher. Like I've been doing content on this. I've been running content on this.
She said that he's seen her and she said she had a boy from LA.
Yeah.
The teacher went out and spoke, like, you know what I'm saying, when she first ran away, allegedly that, you know what I'm saying, she ran off with him, you know what I'm saying, people had got letters, she was speaking to some people, her brother, you know what I'm saying, his text messages, they found her, brought her back home, and then, I guess when she went gone, she went away the second time, she didn't come back. So they from what they alleging, they basically putting them together, and they saying that she at one point in time she could have even been pregnant.
All right, so peep game. If you look at these pictures right here, right? That's the girl who right top left. That's who I.
The same girl. This is the older Celeste Rivera.
Yeah, that's who I initially thought was the one who ran away.
They're saying the girl on his stream was also.
No, now that one to the bottom right, I think that's the younger girl.
No, but this is like they're comparing Celeste Rivera. All these are Celeste Rivera. This is the younger one right here.
And see, go up to the middle one, to the left. Now that's her.
Backstage.
Yeah, that's her taking a video of her going backstage to his concert. Her brother, yeah. So they definitely got some type of connection.
Bro,
now my thing is her connection with the little brother?
All this other is like it's crazy.
Backstage with David's brother.
Okay.
But look, I don't like to accuse people and jump out the window, but the fact that
Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, dog.
I don't like to do it to minorities. But here's the thing that I really don't understand. How are you interacting with somebody like this on multiple occasions, and that's acceptable?
Okay, this is what I want to touch on though, as well. It's like
age. How is that not weird as?
Yeah, of course that's
weird.
super duper
That's
weird,
why
but
he's
like
already
this is
in my
why I don't believe in these like kind of conspiracy theories and stuff like that. And I think it is interesting that he's not arrested because the things that you guys are proposing that the police need to solve are things that they could probably solve super quickly, like text messages and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if he was involved in this murder in any kind of way, forensic evidence,
Right.
Maybe there would be cuts of resistance on him, something like that.
See,
maybe someone else could be involved, right? Even that. How easy would that be for them to track down once they have him as a suspect? They've said multiple times now he's not a suspect.
That's crazy because
right
in my eyes,
that's what they've been saying. He's not considered a suspect. He hasn't been held. Like I think obviously something weird is happening here. So even if he didn't murder her, he's a pedophile.
In my eyes, how could you be? Even if he was, we going back and forth on him dealing with either what's her name, Celine, whatever. All right, Celeste. Either one. Let's say that's a questionable thing. She was in the back of a car that is registered to him. The dead body, the young girl, right?
Parts of her body remains.
Parts of her body are registered. If a girl was in the back of my car registered, what if somebody set me up? Somebody like I don't know. It looked not guilty.
That's why it's like, why is he not in jail right now?
Hold on. In the back of a Tesla?
Why is he not in jail right now?
Did you not
that's
okay?
That's why I said
maybe I did. I'm pretty sure I like expressed it good enough for like.
No, I understand what you're saying with your theory that someone else is involved. But what I'm saying to you about that theory is you don't think the police could get on that quick? Like,
he's saying that they're building a case.
Yes,
they're building a case and are waiting to arrest him when they have like a complete have him in the bag,
bro.
He's being used as a you
just heard Charleston White say that they lock dudes up for circumstantial evidence and take it to trial on circumstantial evidence, bro. If they had anything on him where they could pick him up and put him in jail, bro, put the squeeze on him in jail. He'll probably tell on everybody in jail.
They
What the fuck?
No,
This is someone
She's
that has
in the back
money.
of his car.
no.
This is not no regular.
You know what I
dude.
think though?
Bro,
You know
they
what I think?
just held Diddy. Diddy is a billionaire, and they just held his.
Nah,
He's
but-
still in jail.
Not that
But
they,
no
No bail, bro.
It's
You know
not-
what I really
like,
think though,
come
Ricky.
on, dog.
I think that this is deeper than just him. I think this has something to do with his parents and the young kids who was interacting with him to get the bag to keep it on quiet.
What about
So I think
her
it's deeper
parent?
than that.
I don't want to say. Like, what about other elder members? Of
Like
that
I think it's not just them, like not just him. And like let's say they
Yes.
just take him down, right? Now everybody's gonna be alarmed because they had interactions with him.
That's the whole
And what
point.
is everybody gonna do? They're gonna flinch. They're gonna try to run or something. Then you
Okay.
pick up
I mean, they-
everybody.
but they
you've
can
been
start- but they
watching
can start-
Who starts acting weird? Like,
But they can start trading
we're talking
stories.
about the government. We're talking about the
No.
United
But listen
States
up, listen up.
government, bro. They
At
have
the-
all the resources and time in the world
Hold on,
to
Rick.
focus on this little girl being chopped
on.
up in the back.
But
of
if
a
all
fucking
these
car.
people are in the same community as in Lake Elsinore, as soon as you take him down, they all can gather up and start doing their own conspiracy. Okay, babe, this is how we gonna get our stories on. I think they literally trying to put a blanket over the whole damn thing and take the whole damn thing,
Ricky,
whole
Bro, you
thing
guys
down.
are like
Ricky,
6D right now.
no,
you guys are in
no,
another
Ricky,
dimension.
Ricky.
like,
This nigga said
No,
6D.
Ricky, it's crazy.
6D is crazy.
Let me break it down in very practical terms. The DA cannot afford to fumble this case. The cops cannot afford to fumble this case. This is so high profile. They want blood. When I say they, the general public. So with that being said, there cannot be any inconsistencies. So not only is this guy going to get held accountable, but potentially several other, you feel me, allegedly complicit parties may be brought to the forefront as well. This isn't a matter of, they're letting this guy walk. No.
I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that. This is the magnitude of like O.J. Simpson's case, correct?
I mean, well, that's a...
Come
I think
on
this
now.
might be worse. This is a little girl who just
Come
been.
on now.
And probably not
Hold
to
on.
society,
Well,
but
yeah, exactly.
this is a
So
really
what-
worse
This is
case.
national
define
news.
Magnitude.
This is national
Define
news right now.
magnitude. What do you mean by magnitude?
Like
It's
it's as
the
big.
same-
It's
This
a big
is not-
case.
ground shaking.
This is
We've
not
been
as
talking
big
about it
as
for-
the OJ case. No,
bro.
it's not.
It's not.
Not yet, not yet. But I'm
no,
saying
it will
this is not
never
very
be
big of
as
the
big as
situation.
It will never be as big, but is a huge case.